Hi guys, and welcome to Throwzone.com, and welcome again to the Tata Nexon on our channel. This is one of the many times that the Nexon has been featured time and again after its launch, even in fact after its facelift launch, and ever since the original version has come in. People can't get enough of the Tata, and we are also about to tell you about yet another Nexon. This is the Tata Nexon iCNG. Yes, the CNG version is here after the petrol and diesel and the EV. The CNG also finally makes it, and this has been absolutely talk of the town for almost a year plus. This has been a year in the making. Tata Motors has taken some time to bring out the CNG, but they're not late because the CNG market is finally picking up in the premium space. They started all of this with the Tiago and Tigor, where they offered the CNG on the top end trims, and that was a game changer for them. They're continuing to do that with the Nexon as well. This is a very impressive move, a bold move, a new move in the industry, and something that Tata is paving the way for everybody else as well. I'm sure that not everybody has the pace and the capacity to move along with Tata, but nevertheless, this is an all new way of doing CNG. There are multiple ways where Tata has gotten a lot of firsts yet again with the Nexon as well. So it's a twin cylinder unit, and it's the first car with a turbo petrol engine that is getting a CNG technology in it. And this is something that is absolutely new and exciting, and we've test driven it. We can tell you all about it. As you can see, and as you know always, let's begin with the design. The new color here looks fantastic. It's been grabbing a lot of attention on the road, and it's got the similar things as any other variant. So you know what the headlamps, tail lamps are all about, and what the feature list is all about. It got the reversing sensor and reversing camera. It's got a very small button for the boot, as you can see here, and that is the boot space with the CNG tanks. Let's just show you what the CNG tanks look like over there, and you're getting a pretty good boot, almost 320 liters of it, with luggage space. So that is fantastic. The twin cylinder technology changes games entirely. We know that the space at the back is good, headroom, legroom and knee room is good. What you get is the AC vents with fast charging points. A full-size sunroof is available, which is also brilliant. It's actually quite a large sunroof. The door pads continue to be thin. You've got tweeters in the door, speakers in the door, and you've got this very nice finish here. All black interior, keyless entry and go, ventilated seats, manually adjustable seats, no power seats of course. Height adjustable belts are on offer, and you've got a start stop button there as well. Let's just start the car, and what you see here is something very similar as before. You get the big large 2-spoke steering wheel with the illuminated Tata logo. You get the same instrument cluster, which is of course fully loaded to the gills. You've got a different CNG options here with the CNG car. As you can see, there is a mode ratio where it goes into 50-50 for petrol and diesel. You can see what is being used. You have TPMS, navigation, media, notifications and settings that you can access from here. That is the trip meter for the petrol car, and that is the trip meter for the CNG. And as you can see, that's the kind of kilometers that we put in. So we're only driving it for a day right now, and that is the automatic wipers and lights. You still get all the options here as well, in terms of the lock unlock, 360-degree camera, and you've got the AC controls here. You've got your express cool button here, so those features are also available. And this is a manual, of course. There is no automatic in the CNG yet on the Nexon. Charging points, wireless charger, space to keep some stuff. The drive modes have been removed, and it is replaced by this very small bottle holder. And you've got a big glove box which has lights, and that is great. As you can see, it can store a lot of stuff. The door pads are just about okay. You've got your IRVM, which is automatic, and yeah, pretty impressive in terms of interior. You've got a blind view monitor as well on the screen here, which is brilliant, but of course it doesn't have ADAS features, and it doesn't have cruise control as well, surprisingly. So I think these are the only couple of features that are missing on the car. Apart from that, you have everything here. You've got your instrument clusters that changes the look with the view button right here, and it's pretty good. This gives you a lot of flexibility on what you want to see. and that distance to empty right there is for the petrol. The moment I shift into CNG, it vanishes away because the CNG range isn't available. You'll have to manually find out how much is that, which I will tell you. I have done that for you while I'm driving the car. And yeah, pretty good cabin as always. It's becoming better and better every day. You've got good plastics, the build quality is good, the textures of the plastic are the big highlight. You've got these very nice design elements here and here, and it's a very modern upmarket and quite futuristic car for a for a 4-meter SUV. And yeah, that's how the pedals look like. All black interior looks quite good. You know pretty much what the car has been always all about. It's pretty much that only, apart from the few features that are missing on the CNG. You're still getting pretty much whatever you look forward to on a daily basis. And that's it. You've got your 2D and 3D cameras and everything. So I told you, apart from a few features missing like the cruise control and that is missing from here, you've got a great sound system as well. The instrument cluster is good, the infotainment system is brilliant as always, and I've explained that time and again. And what you can see here is you still get a video player, sound demo, quick settings, which is always for the driver assistance part, where the only thing that you're getting from the ADAS is the blind spot monitor. And pretty impressive AQI meter along with the air filter is on offer as well, which is also quite good. I think IRA is also missing from this car, what I can't see here right now. And of course from the EV you don't have arcade EV and all of that, something that you don't expect in the CNG. CNG is all about affordability. I've told you that the car is actually priced quite well. I will explain that further in the video. Let's start driving and see what the Nexon CNG with the turbo petrol engine feels like to drive. We're out driving the Tata Nexon iCNG, and what are our first impressions right now after driving it for a day? Well, to begin with, this is the petrol turbo motor that Tata has continued with the CNG as well. So that makes them a segment first, like I told you in the beginning of the video. And this makes 98 PS of power and 160 Newton meters of torque. It's only mated to a 6-speed manual. I think this is the first time where we are seeing a 6-speed also for the first time in a CNG car. And Tata has been using its platform extensively to get the best out of their entire car, and that is one of the reasons why they have all 4 powertrains on option to choose from. So that's what they're doing with this. And you've got a turbo petrol motor, you've got a 6-speed manual. How is it like to drive? Well, in one word, quite good. Actually, those are 2 words, but what I can immediately sense after driving this car for a good 100 kilometers is that you get a good amount of low end and mid range torque, and you can drive this car very easily in the city. You've got that kick and feeling of the torque at lower ends. So as I'm starting right now, the torque comes in quite quickly, just around 1,500 RPM. I've touched 2,000 RPM, gone into third. Again, between 1 and 2,000, let's between 3,000, I'm shifting into fourth. This is actually quite a good car, and I'm already doing 55 kilometers an hour. So drivability is very good, and there is a bit of vibration, there is a bit of that 3-cylinder rumble that you get along with the CNG, which also sort of compromises the refinement. But right now I'm doing 60, and I shifted from first to fourth quite easily, now into fifth. Refinement is not a problem while you're cruising, so that is a big aspect that we need to note, and it's a very good thing here as well. Apart from that, of course, top end performance has taken a hit, but it is surprisingly much better than any other CNG car that we've driven. It can do between 100 and 120 quite easily. It can sustain 100 even more easily than you expect it to be, and that is a very, very crucial aspect. That is what sets the Tata Nexon Turbo iCNG apart. It's got a lot of performance than you expect from a CNG, and that is a great thing to have. The gearbox is also quite smooth to shift. The gates are well defined. The clutch is quite light. The brakes are also good enough with drums at the back and disc at the front. It has eco tread tires, which aren't squealing so easily after cornering. So great. We went on the expressway. We saw the stability. It's pretty much the same as before. And what you can also see is that while driving this car, it's quite relaxed. Only the 6th gear, when you put into 6th gear, it is actually quite tall. So don't expect to overtake anybody in 6th gear. You will always have to be in 5th. And despite being in fifth, despite being at 100, the 100 ps and 160 newton meters will help you in getting all that power down easily, and you will have your overtake quite well indeed if you are in fifth gear. So uh, is there anything that I don't like about the iCNG turbo petrol Nexon? I don't think so. It's got good drivability. It's got more than ample performance for a CNG. There is only one thing that I can see right now. I don't have the capability to do a range test, but what I'm seeing here is I've been only able to get 118 kilometers on the CNG, while it can deliver another 20. So, and this is me driving fast, slow, and in mixed conditions on the highway in the city, and this is is a little bit less than what I anticipated. I expected it to deliver 150 regardless of my driving style. It has reached 130. It will at least reach 130. If you drive it a little bit better, you can get 140 out of it, and that I think is a good number, not a great number, but you will get CNG benefits. You will get the cost that is associated with it of running a CNG car, which is quite less, and that is what makes the Tata Turbo Petrol iCNG an option in the market for truly premium customers looking for CNG, and they don't want to compromise on anything. They're getting a SUV with the CNG, and it's coming at an affordable price with a great interior and a great, uh, you know, outside design and a lot of safety as well. That is what the car is all about. Right now, that's what we can tell you. If you still have some questions, leave in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer it. Until then, goodbye.